So 2 years ago, our executive director asked me and one of our other coworkers to join Leadership Anderson, which is a group through the Chamber of Commerce, Anderson Area Chamber of Commerce. You join for a year if you get selected, and you learn how Anderson works, kind of the nuts and bolts, and then within that, you have a class project, and it's very broad vision, make Anderson better, essentially. So we had a big crazy idea that we want to build a house and then give it away to tackle the issue of affordable housing. And so we talked to a few different nonprofits, and just through conversations, I don't remember the exact moment. I know they actually, it's been really cool. They are actually going through a leadership transition as well. It's when David Moore stepped in, their current executive director. He came from Habitat, who has a lot of housing experience. So, events that we couldn't orchestrate ourselves just happened to really fall in place, and come to find out they want to do transitional housing as part of their nonprofit. So it just happened that way.
We are a faith-based homeless ministry / community development organization. We've got a couple of ongoing programs and a few programs in development, this house behind me being one of them. But we mainly serve the homeless, the transient population in and around downtown Anderson, and also serve the community here in the Alphabet Streets just outside of downtown. And this is where our heart as an organization has been since we started 2009.
It was a thriving community. They worked at the mill, and then you live around, so you walk to work. They would do a bell or a horn. Everyone lived here in the community. And so it was a huge benefit to the community. And then when the mill shut down, unfortunately, a lot of what you see left is a result of that.
At the lot, we speak value and worth and potential over individuals. We want to speak that same potential for this community and see that develop. But we especially want to see it happen without gentrifying the area. We want the people who live here now to live in a newer, stronger, safer community. We want the people who live here now to have newer and better opportunities in their future.
So through 88 different individual donors, we raised $55,000 in cash, and the rest were in kind. So with a lot of HVAC donations, a lot of material donations, Upstate Federal Credit Union was huge. They had a $22,000 chunk of that cash. Others were $25 donations from members of the community, which meant just as much. People just excited about seeing this area have something new.
Well, to our knowledge, this is the first new construction in at least 35 years. I can't imagine living in a neighborhood where you never see anything new. You never see anything new developed, especially in Anderson, where real estate is in such high demand right now.
We all contributed financially. Now, there's been some things like the cleaning, the smaller things. We talked about doing some landscaping as well here in the next week or two. They haven't done, just because it's so technical and we don't have a whole lot, I'm not a builder. A lot of that was raising the capital and then getting the relationships in place for that to happen.
The house should be ready to move into soon. We've got an inspection scheduled. We're hoping to get our CO. Our next few steps between now and the beginning of next year will be to get it furnished and then to work on some partnerships with some of the existing residential care facilities in town, places that do rehab, places that do kind of first level, get people off the streets and meet their immediate needs. So we'd like to be a stepping stone. So somebody who's coming out of residential care, somebody who's coming out of rehab, somebody who's possibly coming out of prison and might otherwise go into a halfway house, or even someone who ages out of say a children's home at age 21 might be a good candidate for this home. So taking someone who is in a vulnerable position and giving them an opportunity to thrive and flourish. Mainly we serve immediate needs, but we also encourage people to seek those opportunities to get out of poverty when they can. With what we do here in the Alphabet Streets, it's more helping people stay in a place where they can meet their own needs. So we grow food here at our community gardens on E Street and G Street, and we encourage people and teach people how to grow their own food in hopes that they can cover some of their financial obligations by growing it themselves or getting it from us and helping us grow it for others. And then with our ongoing or developing programs like this tiny house program, we're trying to give people a platform to grow and succeed, to either keep them from falling into poverty and homelessness or to get them out once they do.